Now, the tornado drill that we all practiced became a reality for so many of us today.
Well, it was an ominous scene. The clouds came in fast, and there was no time to prepare for what was about to hit. Part of Sedalia ripped apart in just minutes. Cynthia Newsom begins our team coverage. She's following the story. Cynthia?
Well, the thriving business district near the Sutherlands here in Sedalia is, for all practical purposes, brought to a standstill here today, brought to its knees by a tornado. That tornado hit around 12:30 or 1 o'clock this afternoon, cutting a half-mile path through the southwest corner of Sedalia. Now, despite all the damages that businesses and homeowners suffered, they are counting their blessings tonight, though still remembering the scare of a lifetime. The business community is shell-shocked. In the middle of the business day, business owners, employees, even customers were running for cover from a tornado.
Well, I didn't stare at the tornado that long. I just got into the basement. But a couple of my guys was back there. They seen a lot of debris in the air and stuff, so we knew it was pretty bad. And we was all on cell phones in the basement talking to people, but you could hear it sounded like a train, like they always said.
And me and a friend of mine jumped in the SUV to try to go across the street where there was a basement, and it was on us so fast that we jumped out of the SUV and back into the shop. And I heard it hit, and I heard some steel ripping from the roof.
When the tornado lifted, they came out to find their businesses torn apart. 40 Winks Mattresses Company was hardest hit. It's a tough blow for these businesses, but people here are just glad they made it out alive. Even with all their destruction, they are more concerned about the tornado victims in Joplin. Now, thanks to the early warning here, there were no deaths in Sedalia, only about 15 to 20 people who were injured, and they were able to get to the hospital themselves. Now, this is a live look at some of the damages there on some of the businesses. School has been canceled because several school buses were also damaged here in Sedalia by the tornado. So in Sedalia, no more school this year. And also tonight, there is a curfew in this business district as well as in the residential area where the tornado also hit. Now, Jake Peterson has been following some of the homeowners and some of the damages in the homes. Jake, what can you tell us tonight about that?
Well, you know, crews right now are going along those neighborhoods looking to see how much damage that there is right now, how many homes were impacted. Right now, the fire chief says at least 60 homes and trailers were impacted by this tornado. One of the hardest hit areas we saw was in the Brentwood subdivision right near here. That's off 32nd Street. Now, the police chief says the twister hit about a half-mile radius, or that's about 4 blocks of that subdivision. We saw trees and power lines littering the streets. For most, shingles and gutters were torn off, but for some people, they actually lost their home. We spoke to one woman who just got to the block trying to see if her son was alive.
Very sad to see your children go through this. Yes, it's very hard. But we'll make it. He's doing good. He's doing good. He's a tough kid. Tough kid.
He's alive, too.
He's alive. He's alive.
And only one minor injury was reported in that subdivision, we're told. Now, a trailer park nearby had about a dozen people trapped. Deputies say that first responders were able to get to those folks and get them out safely with also, again, minor injuries. That's the very latest here in Sedalia. Jake Peterson, NBC Action News.